I love the gender spectrum. Hey, this is Keenan Kelly. I'm back. These are not my prescription glasses. I decided to wear these to look silly for the video, and this is my dog. um, I'm gonna talk about queer platonic relationships and queer relationships and how they relate to me. Um, yesterday I joined. Well, not really joined. So yesterday I had joined, I could say, this group at Columbia College in Chicago called Sex Out Loud. It's a sex positive group where you can talk about sex, gender, alternative relationships, anything related to sex, gender, sex, and sexuality. So I came across this topic called Queer Platonic because it was one of the discussions in the peer dialogue. And so I'm on Tumblr right now, and this is the definition. Queer platonic is a word for describing relationships with an intense emotional connection, transcending what people usually think of as a friendship is present. So, in other words, a really, 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 really loving friendship. Um, but the relationship is not romantic in nature. People in a queer platonic relationship may think of themselves as partners, may plan to spend their lives together, etc. The queer in the reference to the idea of queering relationships and the idea about relationships, not for describing the orientations of genders in a queer platonic relationship. So it's pretty much saying anyone who is gay, bi, straight, pan, or trans, or non-monogamous, monogamous, poly, could be in a queer platonic relationship. So it's kind of like I can be in a queer platonic relationship with a straight guy, I guess, if that can work. Um, so when I heard about this, I thought to myself, like, I don't really think I could be in a queer platonic relationship because I'm a freak. Like, I am a sexual person, so I don't really think I can be in a relationship that doesn't involve sex. Um, I mean, I did date. I mean, am I open to it? Yes, I am. But do I prefer it? No. I mean, I did. 2 years ago, I did date a guy that was detransitioning. He was born male. He was M to F, and he was detransitioning from M to F to F to M, if that's how that works. Um, he wasn't. He was totally pre-op. Um, and I dated him. I mean, before I even knew that he was genderqueer, I liked the guy. I probably even loved him, or if that's the proper word. Um, but did I have any like sexual desires for him? No. I would probably say that's the only guy I've ever felt that way. I wouldn't consider that platonic. I would consider that more like asexual. Um, that's I wouldn't say that's another. I wouldn't say that's a preference. That wouldn't be a preference for me, but that would be like something that's a possibility. But yeah. So personally, in my opinion, I don't think I could ever be in a queer platonic relationship, but I am open to it if it ever comes up. Like, hey, would you? If somebody asked me, hey, would you ever be in a queer platonic relationship? And I'm like, sure. How's this gonna work though? um, Speaking of queerness, um, I thought to myself like, um, dating somebody who is non-binary, like, again, um, that's become a preference. I mean, like, I am open to date. I am open, and I prefer to also date somebody who's cis and trans. But I'm trying to kind of push in the boundaries of like who I want in my life romantically. So not just cis or just trans. Yeah, it's beyond too. So someone who's genderqueer or bigender or something like that. I'm totally open to that. But I'm kind of like fearful of dating a genderqueer person or a non-binary person who is like totally like female looking. If you know what I mean? Like dating, like for example, dating somebody who is F to M and is totally and probably is also non-binary, and they, refuse to go on testosterone or something, or somebody who's genderqueer and is born female and is genderqueer and you know, they don't want to, go on testosterone because it will diminish their feminine side while they're still having the masculine side. So that's kind of a challenge. I did when I was in the group. I did meet this person. I don't really know what the person's gender is, so I'm gonna refer to them in the gender neutral pronoun as they. So I was in the group and I was staring at this person, um, and I thought they was attractive. I thought they was cute. You get to excuse me. I'm getting used to gender neutral pronouns. I just started using them. So don't judge me, please. Um I thought they was attractive. I could have I'm not gonna I probably think the person was probably FTM or gender queer or something. Because they looked very um you could tell that they was female bodied, but they had more of a masculine, ambiguous type way of dressing. So, anyways, either than that, I thought they was cute, and I thought to myself like, I would totally date they. um, but the thing is, with me, whenever I approach somebody who is cis or trans and is on testosterone, I am more like comfortable and I start flirting with them, I start kissing them. But if the person is like gender queer or bigender or agender or any other non-binary and they're still feminine body, well, not feminine body, female body, even though they might identify as both genders, I kind of get like a little. I don't act the same way with them, but you know, that's just something that I wanted to talk about. Um, like I said, I'm totally open to it. I'm not saying that I will not have a gender uh queer partner that is female body. I probably might. Um, but yeah. And like I said, anything is possible. I might have a queer platonic relationship. I might not. I'm an open-minded person. You have to be. So, gender spectrum.